Those Jamaican river rafting guys are not the problem. We need to be talking about the women. I've been on the bamboo rafting excursion maybe like 3 times in my whole entire life. And I think that people really focus up on the fact that, oh yeah, well, they are, weird. They be trying to do this to you. They be trying to do that to you. But they only do that to you if you allow it. And I think that people miss that. And it's just like with any other man. If a man want to deal with you like that, then he's going to deal with you like that. So I don't understand why people are focusing more on the fact that these men are, running down on these women, and they not realizing that these women is coming from the U.S., coming from all other countries to come down there and get cracked open like a can of paint by a random, okay? And I'm not even mad at it, because Jamaican men, they are like that. Like, they are, one of the best people to get your self-esteem up there. Your self-confidence, you could look like shit. They're going to hype you up every single time. My thing is, if you don't allow it, you have a lot of respect for yourself, they will not even try you. You're going to get on that bamboo. You're going to do what you got to do as far as the excursion is concerned, and then you're going to go home safe, sound, and in peace. Okay?
Hello everyone, welcome back to Trending Pulse Worldwide, and today we are unpacking a hot topic that sparked a lot of back and forth online. It's about Jamaica's famous raft tours. The men who give those river massages, and the growing conversation about whether tourists are the ones turning a cultural experience into something else. Now, let's get one thing straight. Rafting in Jamaica has always been about nature, culture, and relaxation. Whether on the Martha Brae or Rio Grande, I don't know if I'm pronouncing them well, tourists have enjoyed the calm waters and the craftsmanship of these bamboo rafts. It was never meant to be provocative, just a peaceful wellness experience set in the middle of Jamaica's beautiful river. Now, this creator said, from her experience, these men are just doing their job. If anything, it's some tourists, particularly foreign women, who show up with their own expectations and take things to a different level. And they're the ones who came with the fantasy already in their minds. But with these remarks from her video, she faced a wave of criticism. People in her comments were saying, don't act like they're innocent and they only do what tourists ask. Please, some felt like she was excusing behavior that they found inappropriate. Now, let me read some responses in what people had to say. One said, most rough guys massage up to your knees. If you see a full body massage, the lady 100% asked for it. And it's extra money. You're freaked out on vacation, then blame the men when it doesn't go your way. As you can see, these are full responses. Another said as well, I've been twice with my lady, but I saw plenty single women trying to push up on those guys. It's not the men driving the rafts. And this particular one caught my eye because she said she's experienced that. And she says, so true. I'm Jamaican and I've been on so many bamboo raft tours. No one has ever approached me like that. They actually want to talk about the nature, culture, and the hidden gems on the tours. Those and much more were what people were saying in her comment section. And she later returned with a second video to clear the air. She said very clearly, I'm not advocating for the sexualization of women. Her point was never to defend inappropriate behavior, as she says, and she was just speaking from her own lens. She even mentioned that in all her time, she's never had a female raft guide or massage provider. So in her experience, the dynamic has always been male-led, which brings up another layer about gender roles in tourism that's worth thinking about.
I'm not taking away real, live sex victims in Jamaica. The initial point of me making my video was going based off of my own experiences and also advocating for the hardworking men, because all of the tour guides that I've had during my river rafting excursions have always been men. I've never had a woman as my guide when I went on that excursion. So I'm advocating for those men who are actually getting SA'd by women in foreign countries and, other USA countries outside of Jamaica. Like, it happens to them, and it happens to them on a daily basis. And it's unfortunate because majority of the people that's under my video, they agree with me, but there's a few people taking it personally because they think that I'm trying to victim blame. I am not victim blaming. If you are SA, there's no excuse for that. Period, point blank. What I'm advocating for is for that specific excursion, These things actually happen. These are things that I've seen with my own eyes, and that's why I'm speaking on it. And I don't think that people understand that. I'm not sitting up here trying to blame this person or blame that person. Like, women have to take accountability too at the end of the day. Like, it's not all women, but those women who it applies to. So if it don't apply to you, then let it fly. That's it.
Before we continue, let me play you a clip from a woman who's actually done the raft experience herself. She shares a first-hand perspective, one that adds even more depth to this conversation. Take a listen to what she had to say about this entire topic.
So I've come to find out it is not common knowledge that those rafts that everybody goes on in Jamaica are actually a huge Alright, second is wrong. I should not have worded it like that. However, there are a large majority of women travelers that go to that specific excursions on purpose because they know that those men are more likely to have you if you ask them to, and they go there for that reason. I did this excursion in Jamaica, and on the way over there, our tour guide literally said, I'm gonna be straight up with you guys. Don't laugh at anything they say. Don't make eye contact for too long. Don't giggle. Don't make them think that you're interested in any type of way. Shout out to him for being real, but still. It's a well-known fact. Please do your research before you go to other countries.
First of all, she's not just talking from the outside, she was there. And what really stood out to me is how even the tour guides themselves are aware of the tension. And they're warning visitors, don't stare too long, don't laugh, don't be suggestive, don't give off the wrong impression. Which brings us full cycle, because what she's saying lines up with the first woman's point too. Some tourists show up with certain motives, and once that's picked up on, some raft men might respond to that energy. But if you go in respectfully and clearly, they'll respect you back. And this is not about pointing fingers. It's about understanding how culture, perception, and travel behavior intersect, especially in a country like Jamaica that's known for its hospitality, beauty, and vibe. And I know every single one of you have different experiences, so I would want to hear from you. Let's talk about it. If you're Jamaican, how do you feel seeing how this rafting experience is being portrayed online? Has it strayed too far from its roots, or is it just evolving with the times? And if you've traveled to Jamaica and done the rafting yourself, what was your experience like? Was it peaceful and professional? Did anything surprise you? Do you think it's being misunderstood online? The comment section is open, but let's keep it respectful because this conversation deserves maturity and real insight. And finally, before I end this, I just want to take a moment to speak directly to the people of Jamaica. Your country, your culture, your river traditions, they deserve to be understood and respected, not twisted for clicks or fantasy. Big up to every hardworking raftman who's simply out here trying to make a living and represent Jamaica with pride. And to all my viewers from around the world, if you've ever had a rafting experience in Jamaica or anything similar, drop your story below. Let's keep learning from each other. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And to all my returning subscribers, I see you, I appreciate you. And if you're new here, don't be shy. Hit that subscribe button and join the Trending Pulse Worldwide family. This is where real stories meet real conversations. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. Stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.